Hi there, it's Stacey Martino, and I am here today with my husband, Paul Martino.
Hi.
Yay!
Hey,
Paul's
baby.
here. And we're so excited. We are from relationshipdevelopment.org and the founders of Relationship U. And in today's video, I'm bringing Paul in because we are here to talk to you about this flip-flop predicament.
Yeah.
So, what is the flip-flop predicament and how to discover if you're in it? The flip flop predicament is very, very common. This is where we used to be,
That's right.
where a woman or someone who's in her feminine core is stuck operating from her masculine energy most of the time. And a man that she's with, or whoever the masculine core is that she's with, is stuck disconnected from his masculine or operating from his feminine core energy. Most of the time. This is a very, very common dynamic. We see it everywhere with women operating from their masculine, partnered with men who are disconnected from their masculine, operating from their feminine. And it creates this like lack of
Blah.
passion,
Yeah.
blah, no heat, no
Absolutely.
excitement kind of fizzle
hmm
in passion in the relationship. And beyond that, it also exhausts both of
Absolutely.
the people
Yeah.
as well. So, what I see, I'm going to talk to you about the feminine perspective, and then I'm going
Yeah.
to ask you
Sure.
to talk about the masculine.
Love to.
So, what I see a lot from the feminine perspective, women who are stuck in their masculine, it's extremely common. This is where I was stuck for so long.
Yeah.
When I used to have the nickname the Ice Princess, not exactly,
Not where you are
sunshine
now.
and rainbows.
Right.
So I was very much stuck in my masculine, driving, pushing, controlling, tight,
hmm
closed, um, very much no vulnerability, no openness. And I've done videos for you on what feminine energy really is, and I'll link to those in this blog as well. And so it's very, very common because as women, the more we get our heart broken, the more we get rewarded for our masculine tools and
hmm
how we operate from a
hmm
masculine perspective in the workplace and in business, we just tend to, man up, if you
Yeah.
will, toughen up and get shit done. And we get rewarded for it. And
hmm
it becomes easier, much easier for us to just close up and not feel as
hmm
much easier than staying open and being vulnerable and risking getting
Yeah.
hurt.
And you get to practice that all the time in everyday life, but you don't get to practice being open and vulnerable in everyday life, do you?
Yeah,
So.
exactly right. So we have a lot of women operating from the masculine, and I think so many of us just it became second
hmm
nature that I don't know about you, but when I was stuck in it, I didn't even know I was stuck in
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Just thought like this is just who I am. This is just
Right.
how I am without even an awareness and actually even carrying a little bit of a disdain
hmm
for that feminine energy,
Yeah.
thinking
You
that
saw
was
that as weakness.
weakness. That's
Yep. You
right.
used to say that all the time. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so you get stuck in it until you realize it's taking the passion right out of your relationship.
hmm
It's exhausting you and not able to get out of your own way with it. And I see that all the time.
Sure.
Talk to us about what's going on in the masculine energy world.
Sure, sure. So, when I look around, what I see very commonly is that the men are disconnected. They're not focused. They're not decisive. They're not in their masculine state. They're very almost a little dead inside and kind of
Mm,
just going through the motions in life. They're not present at all, whether that's at work or elsewhere. And that's very much an epidemic of what I see everywhere.
yeah.
And it's the same thing that Stacey said is, when you if you disconnect from your masculine, it's actually very exhausting and very unsatisfying as a man to live that way. When you're connected with your core, whether it's masculine or feminine, it's so much more. You're so much more full of energy. You're so much more excited for each day. You feel alive. You feel lighter. It's a very different world when you reconnect with your core essence of what you're supposed to be.
Absolutely. And we see it all the time. Over time, men have been taught, it's become socially acceptable to like distance yourself from masculine energy. Don't be intense. Don't be
Mm-hmm.
threatening. Be more caring. Be more
More
nurturing.
soft and
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
And unfortunately, what men have been distancing themselves from is the immature masculine, that
Correct.
selfish energy. Masculine has that rooted, knows what he wants, decisive, protective
Right,
awesomeness
right.
about the energy, but immature is in a selfish way.
Mm-hmm.
And mature masculine, which is what you teach and role model
That's
for
right, baby.
people so nicely, is from a selfless
Correct.
perspective, always serving, protecting, and
That's
providing.
right. That's what fills us up.
And
Yeah.
what we see all the time are men that are not connected to that. And they're women, we want them to step up. We're like, hey, you're not even present. You're not even here. Like, step up, buddy. Yeah. And we want that. However, we're stuck in the masculine, and it creates quite a friction.
Yeah, it does.
Talk to us about how, when a woman is stuck operating from her masculine, how that feels as a masculine energy man, not being able to kind of bring that masculine energy to her.
So that really becomes a problem, because when men confront other men, it comes with a certain energy. It's that masculine energy. However, the energy that's being presented to us in a masculine form is coming in a female body. So it really creates a conflict for us. It's certainly not accomplishing the goals that you're trying to accomplish. Just the opposite is it tends to create a situation where our energy builds for this situation, and yet we have to cut off from it. So yet again, practicing shutting off from our masculine core, our natural responses, because we have a situation where we have masculine energy confronting us, and it's not accomplishing the goals that you think it's trying to accomplish. So it creates more problems than it helps. And there's a right way and a wrong way, like so many other things. And the common dynamic is the one that's creating the problems, and the not so common way is the solution. So.
That's exactly right. It's that when your man is not present for you and you want him to step up, very often women who are stuck in their masculine will go into like challenging him, step up. And as Paul is saying, that creates a lot of masculine energy buildup, but not in a good way, right? It creates
not from your intimate partner. That's not
right.
A good
It
scenario.
creates much more of the problem instead of much more of the solution. And that's what we seem to see, is that there's lots of chatter these days, which I love, all about masculine and feminine energy, because we can talk about that for days, and sometimes we do. But so much is focused on the problem. Not a whole hell of a lot about the solution.
No.
And Paul and I are passionate about the solution, because we teach our clients and students every single day how to open to their feminine radiance and how to reroute to their masculine presence and really bring it. And so we have cleared the decks next week. Tuesday, December. It's November. I keep thinking it's still September, and I just said December.
You just worked that fast.
That's how fast
should be next month. Yes.
Shebang. Next Tuesday, November 10th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And the universe agrees.
Absolutely.
We have cleared the decks to do a live webinar all about this topic and others. We actually haven't done a live webinar or live stream since June.
Wow.
That's how long it's been. And there are none on the schedule for the rest of the year after this. This is the only one. So we want to invite you to attend this webinar, how to create your rock solid, juicy love relationship, where we're going to talk about how to get out of the flip-flop predicament, but also how to create your rock solid alignment, which is such a struggle for so many people. And why a sex problem is rarely a sex problem, and some of the other key tools and strategies to help you create your unshakable love and your unleashed passion, because we want that for you. We're going to be doing this live. I really hope you can come. Click on the link on this page or below this video to register for the webinar. And join us next Tuesday, because we're going to be there teaching, and we're also going to answer your questions live. So let's post a comment below. Let us know what your biggest question is that you want us to answer on the webinar, and click the link and join us, right? They should join us on the webinar.
Please do.
And we'll see you there next Tuesday. Until we see you again, sending love to you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.